talk about yoga, but not physical exercise as it has become known, understood now, and not watching the breath or doing breathing exercise, breath work. Although breath work is important, but really yoga is Patanjali, the father of yoga, defines yoga. This is the original definition, which is yogas chitta vritti nirodha. So what is the meaning? Yoga, it means yoga. Chitta, chitta is the mind, our confused mind, our mind that is constantly involved in discussion and thinking and talking and remembering and forgetting. A mind which is always like this, like a insect trapped, in a room, and the insect bangs against all the walls trying to get out, but can't find the window. So our mind is like that, going everywhere. And that's a powerless mind. That mind, you forget it. What can you achieve with that mind? And the mind that goes here and there. What is possible with that? Hardly anything. Maybe survival. Barely. If you look at successful people, they are very focused for several years together, for decades together, right? But most people who are not successful, they want to succeed in 1 day, 2 day, 4 day. They want to succeed in a week. Why? Because they know they will not be motivated long term. They know they won't be able to maintain focus long term. They know that. But look at anybody who has ever succeeded any given time in history. There is nobody who succeeded without the ability to focus over a period of time. So unless we make that fundamental improvement or change in us, this year will be the same as any other year. So Patanjali defines yoga, which is also, what is yoga? Yoga is unity with God or unity with your higher self, which is delimiting you, making you infinite. That is when you can think and manifest. Okay, what does think and manifest even mean? Think and manifest means that things happen as per your will. That's what it is. That doesn't mean you have to say it or you have to think it, but you have a certain intention, and then things happen as per your intention. And the moment you change your intention is so powerful, the external universe or world responds to and aligns with your intention. And that comes by bringing the mind back to its source, taking the mind back to the source of thought, which is the soul. That is what? Our higher self, our Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit within us. So really bringing the mind back to the Holy Spirit or the soul is yoga. And Patanjali gives a very technical definition. He says, chitta is the mind. Vritti are the thoughts, the constant movement of the mind, the constant expansion of the mind, the thoughts of the mind. Nirodha means to stop. So he defines yoga as stopping the movement of the mind, stopping the constant fluctuations of the mind, constant activities of the mind. Now, if your mind stops, meaning there is no movement, it is suddenly a non-movement. Now what happens? It is at that time all your limitations are destroyed. Your karma is burnt. Okay, the real way to burn karma is to still the mind. If the mind stops moving from thought to thought to thought, then it will be silent, still, and then you can focus on whatever you want, and then you will be able to manifest it very quickly. Okay, and at that level, your logic will be a different logic. You will not say, well, I don't know how to make money. I don't know how to attract a relationship. Well, my genes are genetic. This is a genetic health problem. I don't know what to do. You will not say that anymore, because when your mind stops and your soul starts working, or rather it starts, becomes accessible to you, the soul intelligence. In Sanskrit, there's a word called Purusha. Purusha is the soul intelligence, pure consciousness. When the pure consciousness starts working, it thinks very differently, it acts very differently. It has a different logic. Okay, then you will not blah blah anymore. Then you don't want to. Then it will hurt you. You will feel hurt when there are people talking nonsense. It will hurt your consciousness. Believe it or not. That's why the yogis run away to the Himalayas. The yogis cannot, be in normal society because it hurts them, because the ignorance will attack. So that can something, it's a real experience. It's only understood when somebody has learned to still their mind. As long as the mind is blah-blahing, none of this really is real to us.